still fight doubt. And the only person that's gonna stop me is me. But once I overcame that fight, can't nothing stop me. I can't die. I'm immortal.
Rejected, neglected, I feel disrespected. They told me go left, I didn't learn the right lessons. Been hard on my grizzle, my hustle got deadly. Y'all rap about shit I done murdered already. Ain't changing my image, focused on my vision. Hard-headed, don't listen, fake love, I ain't with it. This path I'm committed, slip up but ain't tripping. My mind always spinning, ain't talking about fidget. Just run me, my digits go broke, I ain't limping. It ain't come to me, so I had to go get it. I came from a city with niggas, it's vicious. The love be fictitious, see hate from a distance. It made me a fighter, got pushed to my limits. I took a few L's and then got so discouraged. With God as my witness, from whence I was forged. No Golden Gate Bridge, but I came back a warrior. I came back immortal, invincible even. My faith is much higher than what you believe in. They wanted me gone on my soul, I ain't leaving. Spoke life into every verse you receiving. My music lives on when my bones turn to dust. There's power in words, so bitch you should hush. My mind overflowing in lyrical floods. Fuck building an art, you gon' need you a sub. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal. Creation, destruction, the cosmos erupting. My mind kicked off track of the train I'm conducting. Came out of the dungeon, stepped into corruption. Don't know who to trust, how the fuck I'ma function. This deity trapped in this skin that I live in. They wanted a king since I fit the description. They tried to dethrone me, but I'm in position. I'll show you the wrath of a god from Olympus. You spoke on my name, bro, I thought we was different. Couldn't tie your own shoes, guess that's why you still tripping. That bitch wasn't loyal, guess karma's your mistress. It's hoes over bros, guess you made your decision. That rat in my family ain't talking about splinter. I hope that you feel every verse I deliver, cause hell done froze over, you think it was winter. If you thought for a second I wasn't gonna come get you, I think the Almighty made me in his image, dominion and power protecting my children. Call angels beside me, now I'm in command. Enlightenment all in the palm of my hand. This ain't what you pictured, I wasn't supposed to make it. I'm supposed to be 6 feet up under a pavement. They hate how you live, but show love when you die. Hope you feel the same way when I come back to life. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal.
Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Lord. We late, but we here. It's 1/28/2024. I got TikTok in my hand. There's a bunch of bullshit going on. And this is why this is the topic of discussion, as if we can have community. Me personally, I don't believe we can ever have community. Just gonna be honest with you. When I do and I deep dive through the dwells of history and find out the exact access point of a bunch of shit, we can't have community. So I got some people that's supposed to come through, but we'll see. It's a little late. So before we go further with that, though, shout out to Kansas City going to the Super Bowl for the 4th time in 5 years, but 6 AFC championships appearances in a row. And then shout out to San Francisco for making it, and who I didn't really want to see in there because I think it would have been boring, but they're there. So here we are, a rematch. But needless to say, we're here. All right. A lot of stuff is so fucking piss poor that we can't even have simple discourse, right? Because people have their feelings about whatever the fuck they want to feel about. We just can't. And it's all of a sudden, it's so wrong to have discussions in certain places at certain times, which aren't even egregious. When I tell you I'm at such a place with fuck people, I am really at that place with motherfuck these people. I, for one, so fed up to this point that they just can't be cool for shit. You just can't. We have a simple topic. Motherfuckers got to come with their personal issues and shit that have nothing to do with shit. It has absolutely nothing to do with the shit. But they want to be met with people who are leaders and so forth and so on. And right then and there, I go to think about community. Fuck, we gonna have a community. We can't even get simple discourse under wraps. You talking community? And then don't understand community includes a lot of fucking people that you really ain't supposed to let in. Right? But we ain't even talk about that because we all know it's always the closest people to you that do you because they have the most access. But we want this community. And I go to this point and I remind people all the time, there isn't a thing or a situation that I can't believe that it did not have what I call the occupancy level. And with that occupancy level, that means everybody can't fucking go. And I'd be so proud about that, right? I'm one of the most proudest people in the world to let you know I discriminate, I'm judgmental, and I'm prejudiced, right? Oh, no, not you. Yes, me. I prejudice. I'm prejudiced against people who will speak about books that they don't read. They can't read, but they have an opinion on the very book that me and you could be discussing. I discriminate against them as well. Well, then you will say, well, that's not that. Oh, it is very much all of those definitions and terms. See, the thing about it is we only want to align certain words with negative connotations and positive connotations. Well, the fact is the word is the word. It means what it means. You know, manipulation isn't only a negative thing, but we're going to have this thing called community. I don't think people really want community. They just want to spew a lot of shit online that makes them feel good as if they're really inspired to have community. They're not. Nobody really inspired to have no fucking community. You can't even have a fucking simple discussion. I'm heated behind the shit. Because you don't understand simplicity. Like when simplicity is the lowest tier you can get. Something that's it's across the board. Everybody can handle simplicity. But no, you got to advance that shit to some anger point that really has no place. And you just want to go raw with it. And you want to rah, how I feel. And you come to somebody like me that was enjoying the place of simplicity and get a solid fuck you. I mean, a true, inevitable fuck you, bitch. Because we were having an enjoyable discussion until you came up in here with this extra shit that wasn't needed. We do this shit so much as human beings, right? But we can say black people because why? We're the closest to that. We live amongst that. We interact amongst that the most. So it's easy to say black people, but it's motherfucking people in general. Punk ass bitches. I really can't stand them. It's fucking insane that you just can't just be cool. Like, man, me and my bro Kale sitting up here talking, and we can't have a fucking simple comparison discussion because of how you feel it may be taken. Boy, fuck you. Girl, fuck you too. Like, for real. You ain't lying. For real. Simplicity is hard for people to do who don't trust or not willing to have common communication. But they want to commune. They want to commune. Right? Can't communicate, but they want to commune. It's the oddest shit ever. But nobody sees a problem with that. And that is wild as shit to me. To scream divisiveness. Everything ain't fucking divisive if it's just a discussion. I could sit down and have a discussion with a Klans member. That don't mean we're going to walk around and be kumbaya, or we going to walk around here and start throwing sticks of dynamite at each other. It's just a discussion. They want to commune only with like-minded people with no critical think. Ooh. Say that shit. Because I'm sitting up here on this ragged ass TikTok app and happen to hear this bullshit that's in my ear. And I'm on this panel and I'm like listening. And it's so fucking beyond me how you just can't really be cool. I really want to forego how people are so upset about simplicity. What you mad about that was gonna piss you off and it was simple? What you pissed off about? You really went out your way to be pissed off. That's all it really was. You went out your way to be pissed off. That's cool. That's your position. That's your God-given right to waste your emotions in that fucking way. But in retrospect, say in the same breath, I'm not one to waste my time or my energy. Bitch, please. Yes, you are. You and the raggedy ass niggas, they fucking align themselves with you. Abso-fucking-lutely you do it. You refuse to accept that shit. But bothered. Bothered as fuck. Because we want to have a simple discussion to see where something compares and contrasts to one another and where they differ. And now it's funny you have to give motherfuckers second grade education for them to understand. That's not what that is. And you have to give it to them what it is. Oh, after fucking bickering for fucking 6 and 8 hours throughout the day about nothing, and I come back and I'm like, you motherfuckers are still heated about what? A comparison? You could compare me to a house. You can compare me to a car. You can compare me to a rock. You can compare me to another. You could compare me to me. You could compare anything. That's all a comparison is. That's all it really is. Let's do it the right way, because people don't understand what it is. You got to show these simple motherfuckers what comparison really is. So let's do this. Y'all see comparison right there? You see the definition of comparison? Consideration or estimate of the similarities or dissimilarities between two things or people. Let me read it one more time. It is a noun, meaning it could be a person, place, or thing. A consideration or estimate of the similarities or dissimilarities between two things or people. Hey, Oxford. So, what's the problem? What's the problem? I'm really trying to find a problem since we had the whole definition of comparison. What is an absolute fucking issue? Nobody can give me an absolute issue, but they can continue to find a way to have one, but they cannot verbalize an issue. Oh, you know, I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. You don't understand how people feel. No, I don't fucking understand how they feel if they can't fucking articulate it. Talk about it. Why are you upset? No. But apparently they just have this thing about themselves that are there. So eventually, at some point in time, I'm gonna be called upon in this live. Shout out to my brother Evans. If y'all on TikTok, follow Evans, the confidence coach. He's a good dude. He's a great dude. He's an excellent man. Married here for 30 years, 2 daughters. And this man really tries to hold the efforts of community. Me, on the other hand, fuck y'all. I don't care about no community because y'all don't care to be of communion. Y'all really don't. You only care about community if it benefits you. You're not willing to make the necessary sacrifices. You're not willing to be in a place of doing your due diligence, to be in a place of simplicity, what community is definitely about. Because most of the issues that hit communities are really simple. It's not hard. I mean, it may be extreme for one person, but on a collective level, everybody ain't going through the same shit in the community. But that's the thing that goes about the shit. And we got to hear these talking points. I did the live. Y'all remember the live I did talking about the 5'5" parrots? Like, I don't need y'all to keep having these talking points that you are rebutting because you heard them. You know, you're going to just keep putting them out there over and over again. That shit is crazy. It is insane. I'm over this shit completely. Yeah. So I think they're going to finish it, but we'll see. Caller 5 may be over here. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm still waiting to see how this is working out. I probably should take it off my ear so y'all can hear. But I don't want to do that to my bro because he's very respectful and I don't understand it's not egregious content. But I just don't want to put it out there like that. Why are these niggas crying about nothing? I literally was late today just so people could cry about nothing. And then they're going to tell you, well, you're not trying to understand. Oh, I do understand. I just don't understand the placement of where you wanted to be mad just for the fuck of it. This shit is wild. I'm sorry, y'all. But this shit is wild. Man, God bless everybody at the end of the day. I want you happy even if I don't like you. That's just a fact of the matter. My grandfather taught me winners want to see winners win. And I want your ass to win so much that if you win to a point that I'm not even a figment of your imagination, even if you hate me. That's just the fact of the matter. It just comes down to this. The truth is this. We can stop having these community talks because the shit is irrelevant. Community is about people of willing to sacrifice for the betterment of the future. And it has become clearly evident that when simple discourse is taking place, that shit is not on the forefront of people's minds. I'm live on YouTube right now talking about what is community, does it exist? So feel free to come over or not. But at the end of the day, I just gonna say this, man. I love y'all. Regardless of how you feel at the end of the day, your feelings, they hold no weight. They do not ever trump facts or results. So that being said, no, I'm not gonna do it, Evans, on your platform, because then after what we learned today, simplicity is disrespectful. So I'm not gonna do that. So, however, I will say this. Take care of yourselves and connect with people who are willing to connect and build with y'all at the end of the day. I've never came into a situation where an occupancy level didn't exist. Everybody can fucking go. So let's stop this community shit because it needs to end. And that's the fact of the matter. Landing my plane on my good brother. Community don't exist, y'all. This shit don't exist. It just don't. And I'm so okay with that shit. My brother Veli was live. I don't know where he's at. But I mean, it don't serve any purpose, man, to participate with people who can't just get it. Like, you ain't got to agree with everything for it to be something worthwhile. You don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. You just can't. But don't sit here and say, I'm emotionally intelligent. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop that lie. Please. Don't tell that lie no more. I'm over it, yo. I'm over it. You're not gonna save nothing or no one, and nothing or no one is going to save your ass. Let that sit with you. Let that hang really tight with you. Nothing or no one is coming to save you. And in return, feel blessed because you can't save them. Just gonna lay it to you straight. But it's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's just gonna feel so fucking uncomfortable. And I hope it is, because you can't grow uncomfortability. You can't fucking grow. You just can't. Everybody wants this feel-good moment. Everybody just wants to not have to fucking face the truth of a situation. If it's not fucking to the detriment to their likings, it just ain't no good. What's up, Miss Alicia? Love you. Like my bro said, they want to commune with only like-minded people with no critical thinking skills. That's what it comes down to. You want to you want everything that you want, but not willing to give to the very thing you want to receive. That's an old rap of mine. That's an old rap of mine. You're literally okay with receiving the very thing you want, but not okay with giving it. If it's love, if it's respect, if it's dignity, if it's grace, whatever the case may be, call it whatever the case. But you ain't okay with just, issuing that thing out. Not okay with it at all. But however, you expecting it, you want it for yourself to a great degree. To a great degree. Nah, Miss Alicia, it ain't deep. It's just simple. That's the very thing. It's just simple. Because I assure you, as sweet as a person you are, and you allow me to be sweet to you, I know you're going to be sweet back to me. That's simple. That's it. Now, are you going to have your occasional assholes? Yeah. But the thing about it is, when you have them, address them on the spot. Deal with them as they are. But don't let them just go run amok and do what they gonna do, and you just keep talking about them, but you ain't gonna address them at the time that they have totally disrespected you. The thing is that we, as human beings, have gotten so far. Listen, we've gotten so far from just chilling, right? I want to tell y'all this. There is literally laws of harassment that isn't harassment. Example, me and another fella could be talking about sports. A male or a female could feel how they want to feel, and me and this other guy that's talking about sports is now in trouble that we got to work ourselves out of for having a cool discussion that didn't involve people who wasn't involved. And this is what's fucking happening with social media at large. But nobody's having a problem with that. Nobody. At all. I just got to do this because this is my brother. And he deserves proper treatment.
The officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome. What's up, my guy?
What's up? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, you fam. I appreciate you for responding, man. Shit. It's been some most retarded shit that's taking place. I'm starting to believe that these big creators on TikTok, gossip, drama, and makeup people hate each other, unhonest a friendship behind TikTok. The fact of the matter is that what you say actually holds some truth. But I would say this: I don't even think they're thinking that far. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Some of them are not.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They're not thinking that far. The fact of the matter is they let their emotional stance take precedence in a place where it's not even called for them to have a feeling about it. Well, let me ask you this, my brother. And give me your honest viewpoint. Can I compare this bottle of water to this glass?
Can you compare them?
Can I compare them?
Yes, you can compare them.
Can I compare this black hat to this reflective hat?
Yes, you can compare those two.
Okay. Can I compare my HP to my Mac?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can I compare a car to a truck?
For certain things, yes.
Okay. Can I compare MLK to Kevin Samuels?
For certain things, you could.
All right. So the problem is people don't understand that comparing things is not a negative thing.
Exactly.
Which we've had this discussion before about people not understanding how the English language truly works as it should.
Indeed.
We've gone to a place where every fucking word that has gone into dictionary, whether it's Oxford or Webster's or the thesaurus, they found a way to make this imaginative loophole. Well, that's subjective. That's subjective. Oh, that's subjective. Was Pinocchio not a wooden boy before he was turned into a wood boy, a real boy? That's not subjective. That's the storyline.
Yeah, before he was turned into, yes, exactly. But I guess they have a hard time understanding perspective versus reality, the bigger picture.
So
Maybe I don't.
the thing that I don't gravitate to is the fact that how they don't realize the very damage that they are projecting, that they don't want to put out there, but they're putting it out there. But say, no, I'm doing this for the community. Like, you're not even understanding civil discourse. We're men, right? And then it's sad because you had men come in and say, well, you know, women have their right to feel how they want to feel. Right, they do, but at the end of the day, it don't make it right. We literally just simply sat up here in a matter of a few seconds and found out that we can compare everything. Everything is comparison.
Mm-hmm.
It just is.
Absolutely.
That's just like me asking my wife, do you want to live in this nice house, or do you want to find us a bridge?
Right.
Because we can dwell in either one. We can do the same things except to the point, right? And we can find pros and cons for both.
Indeed.
But there's a comparison that can be made, and there can be a simple discourse that can be had.
Comparison.
I put the definition up. I still have it. You want to see it?
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do that one more time for the people that just let's look at it. Let's look at it. Because I believe the people deserve to have the opportunity to look at it.
Comparison, just like judgment to me.
Is it?
I mean,
I can see
no. What I'm saying is comparison, just like judgment. To
right.
Me, judgment is the thing that we all should use. We should use comparison in order to make judgment.
So here we are, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the definition: a consideration or estimate of a similarity or dissimilarities between two things or people. Ironically, it's a noun, which means that it is what? A person, place, or thing.
Right.
Hey, I find this little short paragraph right here to the right of it. It says comparison, the act of evaluating two or more things, determining the relevant comparable characteristics of each thing, and then determining which characteristic of each are similar to one another, which are different, and to what degree. thought that's interesting.
What's wrong with the comparison? What is wrong with it?
Everything is wrong with it. Because it doesn't tickles people's fancy. You know, comparing. We compare two men to each other. I'm noticing this, right? Because we compared MLK to Kevin Samuels. Not what they did, just man to man.
Right.
Now, what I find ironic is that women compare themselves to men all day, every day. Don't have a problem with that. Not an issue with it. Serena Williams sitting up there winning it all. Why are you comparing her to LeBron James? She plays tennis, but it's comparable. Let's compare basketball to tennis.
They're both athletic sports that involve you rushing.
Right. You could compare all these things, but you upset, fucking mad.
They involve lateral and translateral movement.
Hey, you can compare contracts.
Yeah, you could. But they don't play the same amount of games.
Again, you notice that
your game structure. But go ahead.
You notice that when you remove the emotional strings from discussions, there's nothing to talk about.
Unless you want to talk about the data.
You see that, right? When you remove the emotional stings from discussion, there's nothing to talk about.
Yes.
When people can't feel how they want to feel about a thing, or a situation, person, or an instance, they remove themselves when they can't find validations in their emotions in a discussion.
That's horrible.
But that too is a comparison, but they don't have an issue with that.
I bet you they compare a fake Birkin bag to a real Birkin bag.
Listen, don't even go there. Don't even go there. Because you know they be tearing each other up and down. Be ripping each other to shreds.
Your red bottoms look kind of pink there. Yeah. Presenting the double standard, presenting the mirror. It's all about, And sometimes you want to reflect the same energy so they understand what it is, but they don't recognize it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Just the mirror. Just what's needed. Self-awareness, introspection.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of patience. A little bit.
Right.
And maybe some self-control. A lot of self-control. Because I don't think there's a lot of that going on nowadays.
No, it's really not. And it's funny you said that because somebody said that about when it came down to emotional intelligence. Like, where is your self-control? We talked about this last week. If we fucking talked about Mr. Goldman, nobody would know who the fuck he was. If we had a discussion about the next book that was written in 2.0 with two different authors who teamed up to do the 2.0 version of the EQ book, they wouldn't know who the hell they are. That's why last topic we had the discussion was talking parrots. Disingenuous, non-talking, narcissist. Just repeating what they heard. just repeating everything they heard. And that's why I come to the point, I'm like, bro, community? No, it's only those you connect with. Because if you went did the deep dive and got, oh no, I go further than the surface. Okay, if you go further than the surface, then you fucking know that a lot of people turned on a particular group of people who they say they was really for. But we want to talk about the fucking goddamn community. Talk to me about no community. Don't you dare fucking talk to me about no community.
Hello. I see that I walked in on a great topic, gentlemen. How you doing today?
Hey, brother, I'm just saying, nobody fucking better not say shit to me about no community.
Oh, D, that was one of the most we're going to pretend situation I've ever seen in my life. That, not to jump into the war or whatnot, but it was amazing how people walked in there and spoke like they have lives based on Christianity and togetherness, and they want the best for both sides, and they want positive outlooks, and they were so hurt by everything that happened. But then yesterday it was a whole nother story.
Right.
I didn't see it. I saw
God bless you, brother. I envy you.
I saw something earlier, and I didn't like it, so I left.
Bro, right there.
I didn't like what I was seeing. I didn't like the way it was going, so I left.
Options. If it's not your bag, you can't tolerate it or don't understand, leave. Hey, but if you want to understand, what's the topic really about? I mean, or what's the stance on this, that, that, third? Simple questions. Nobody should get mad at you for asking a simple question. That's just like, hey man, you know what today's date is? And you go, bitch, fuck you. You should be a grown ass man to know what time it is. And like, yo, bro.
Can I be honest, D? I wasn't in the room for like more than 3 minutes when that topic was up. The way I took it, and that was why I thought the whole thing was funny. When I saw the comparison of the two, I'm a funny guy. I have a sense of humor. I look at everything as like, I like to see the funny parts of life, right? Because why not? I took it as that the guy that everyone dislikes, KS, that I thought it was the togetherness factor of how he wanted to bring people together, just like the other guy. I thought it was like poking fun, like a parody. And I was like, okay, whatever.
But wait. No, I know. I followed him. Did you? Why would you follow somebody you despise?
Right.
You know why?
You Christians follow the devil? No, that's against my religion. Oh, really?
You know, there's a lesson that we've learned, or that needs to be learned here. I didn't know about Sprinkle, Fresh and Fit, or anyone until I actively looked for it. Your algorithm gives you what you're looking for. And that's all I got to say about that.
Right.
I have seen. I was on, I think, 2 or 3 different lines.
Your mic's pretty low, Beast.
All right, hold on.
That's a sick Abby. Can't even lie.
Is Evan still live? He can't still be live.
How do I sound now?
Is he live? No, he's not. No, he's live still.
All right, check.
Yeah, it's got like a lot of air feedback, but it's all good.
Oh, it's good now. Yeah, we don't hear the feedback yet. We heard it at first.
All right, so I was in a few lives today. I popped in and saw some things. One actually was hopeful and promising. There were actually people who were getting together to do different things. They were making the connection and networking there to do something in the communities for the kids, for the future. And that was promising. I left that live with a smile, happy to hear it. And then there was another live I went into, and there were people in there, and it was a good question. And then there was a good conversation. But then there was the thing that I saw where, okay, you guys are going to be running your head into a wall. Like, literally, you're going to be running into a brick wall over and over again. And I couldn't take it. I wasn't even having the conversation. I'm like, I have to leave. I am not a masochist. I will not take this. So I left. And I didn't see the Kevin Samuels comparison question or whatever it was. I kind of wish I did see that. Hey, did you watch the Rumble last night? Anybody?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking about retiring from even visiting other panels.
I'm
I'm thinking about just creating my own lane and just, I'm learning that a lot of people are just angry, and they just need a place to vent with their hate.
But you notice, I told them, I said, look, they talk about social media, and I'm like, no, don't know, it ain't social media.
It's real life.
The shit that they pull on TikTok, it's very minimum that you could get away with it on fucking hold on. Hey, what's going on? No, you ain't gotta thank me. Right is right, bullshit is bullshit. So you ain't gotta thank me. You ain't never had to thank me for any live I ever been in with you or anything of that nature. The first things first, people don't understand how you operate, fuck them. Because that's the whole thing. They want to control some shit, have their input, but they're not going to come in there and participate like they should. That's like I told them. I say, when I told people to come in there and keep all your personal shit to yourself, they can't refrain from it. And I say, well, honestly, they should be thanking Purdy, because Purdy is the one that allowed people to come in there and have their personal fits. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, fuck you, get out of here. I don't care.
Do you know what every live is like? So the only reason why, I'm even involved is because I like hanging out with you, Bert, Purdy, and Nene and them, right? When I go to other lives,
I got. Hold on.
What's up?
Hold on. Let me get off Bluetooth so she can respond. All right.
Come here.
Can you hear them, Purdy?
Where are you watching?
No. Can you hear them, Purdy?
Yeah, I can hear them.
Hey.
Hi, Purdy.
Yeah, but it's like the one thing people aren't talking about
Are you
too.
live?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube right now.
Hey, Purdy.
It's very.
Oh, y'all are talking about it on YouTube?
No, we're not really talking about it. We're just talking about people in general. And my topic is does community exist? Right?
Oh, it exists, just not with us.
So that's my whole. Well, this is the thing about community, though. Community is not exclusive.
It's not. And Purdy's community is for everyone.
That's the whole thing that I was telling people. It's like, if you really want to live by this term community, it's not exclusive.
Can I vent right now?
Go ahead.
I've been on TikTok live for a month. Purdy's live is the only live I actually feel safe in. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a dude that has a white grandpa and everyone else is black, and I live a normal life. I never jumped into these hateful conversations. I got on TikTok live, what was it, a few days before Christmas? And I was told I was white. I need to shut up. I was told this and that. I'm told I hate women. I can't talk about black people things. I'm not black. And everyone is so hateful. Everyone is hateful. All of these streams, Alondria's stream, all of them. All of them I've been in, and what it amounts to is rather than there being a discussion, or even to the point where the first ever TikTok live, I asked a question. I said, "What can I do as a man to be better for women?" And it was a whole bunch of black women, and they booed at me and started like trashing black men, talking about we need to die and everything. And I'm like, okay, Purdy's is the only stream where people can get up there, they can say what they want from start to finish. People aren't going to say insane stuff to them because they're in check by you, Burton Purdy. And we're able to have actual thoughtful conversations. And the best part about Purdy's lives is that unlike every other live, we get to the end of the conversation and we all understand each other. We all understand each other at the end. On the other lives, it never ends. All it is like, oh, I'm going to get up here and I'm just going to yell nonstop and hate this person. I'm going to get personal. I'm going to be a colorist. I'm going to be a racist. Yes, black people can be racist. I'm going to be a racist. And I'm just going to spew the most hateful stuff about you, your gender, and about your color and how you don't belong. And if you want to rebuttal, I'm going to boot you. We're going to laugh and move on and do it to the next guy. Purdy's is not like that. It's insane. I don't get it. No, I get it, but it's something I never thought existed. And so, yeah, I think community for the black people is dead. Community in general is good. I don't know why, but black people, I don't know if it's the trauma or whatever, but I'm saying this as a black man. There's a lot of hurt with a lot of these people. And I am going to admit I have been living under a rock because coming from a family of successful black people, millionaires on the left and right of me, people that are successful on the left and right of me, and even people that aren't millionaires are doing great things in life. Doctors, this and that, teachers, consultants, pastors. We never had these type of conversations that I'm hearing in these lives. I never knew black people hated each other this much until a month ago. And seeing how much black people hated each other a month ago, it opened my eyes to look around more than I ever have. And I've been saying to myself, holy shit, what the fuck have I been missing? Excuse my language, but what the fuck have I been missing?
No. I'm not going to excuse your language. Just say it. That's why we're here on fucking YouTube, because you can't say it on TikTok.
Like, what the fuck have I been? Like, am I stupid for not seeing this? Like, I was in a relationship all my 20s. I'm minding my business. I always gave back to my community. I didn't go to church every weekend, but I believed in God. I believe in a God. I believed in being good to people. I believed in loving everyone. I'm from California, the Bay Area. So I'm learning to love everyone, no matter what you are and what you look like. But the moment I get on TikTok Live and I start being around more black people, it has taught me that there's so much hate in our culture, in our community, that we are going to destroy ourselves. And today I put in the chat, I said, you know what? I'm this close to retiring from even visiting these panels outside of Purdy's. And honestly, I just have to let my my community burn itself down, because there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
The self-hate is real. Man.
The self-hate is real.
And the thing is, when you try to point that out, it's such a hard thing for people to accept. It in itself is.
Hey, Beast, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to cut you off because I have a small question.
Yes.
I just want you to just double check to see if your microphone is going through your webcam or your actual microphone.
It should be going through my webcam, but I will double check it because.
All right.
Not
but
webcam,
I can hear you still. I can hear you still. I just want to double check.
No, it should be going directly to the headset, the mic itself. But let's see.
But you're stating in a biblical standpoint.
But yeah,
all right, D, we hear the background.
Yeah, it's sad because I'm looking at one dude thing. He literally has a whole. He's literally asking for all man panelists, and yet, what you think came up?
Oh, I know.
He's asking. So I don't want to hear shit about no community from people, because guess what? Those women that are up there for all the women you name, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, and he acts for fucking all men only.
Yeah. Yo, Gemini, what were you saying, dog?
Western society is lost community because it separated its sexes. It separated us, and it's sad because the search for equality has turned into a search for superiority. And right now, we can't even just get along and have, like we're saying, we can't even have simple discourse without people being disingenuous, without, all of the crap that people bring, the psychological, the emotional, the spiritual crap that they have, that they haven't dealt with when they're trying to talk to these people. Now, I understand that there is hurt. Excuse me. I understand that there's hurt that we're dealing with, but again, you got to deal with that.
But do we really have to deal with that?
Not you, but you have to deal with your own crap. You have to deal with that. When I say you, not we. When you dealt with your crap, then you can come together and talk about we with somebody else who dealt with their crap. The communities that we have are not the places where we live. The communities that we have are the people that we actually connect to. And we stay connected to and build with. That is community. Because of where we are right now, part of the thing that we're really going to have to consider is that network, you pulling that network into one centralized location. We're going to have to start to think like that too, and operate like that. Because, hey, if we had a discussion about this popular already, even as a social experiment, we've had that discussion already. So we need to start pulling our communities together. Those that are, again, like I said, it's not just the people around you. It's actually those you connect with. And
my phone.
We can be surrounded by people thinking we're in community, but no, we're not. We're in a deficit. We're point of liability. I'm just Purdy.
No, you're right. I'm a listener, so I've been paying attention, and I'm starting to see what it's all coming down to. Really, like, I see the men that have structure and standards and morals and values that aren't hyper masculine. Like, you have them, and these are the guys that are doing good things in life and they want things. Then you have the wives that are doing good things as well, the moms and whatnot. But then you have the single women that dislike men and hate them, and then they clash with the group I just mentioned before them. But then they're backed up by the men that are TikTok rappers and gang affiliated, like we saw today. And then they're backed by men in the LGBT, and nothing's wrong with that group, but that's what they're backed by as well. And I was talking to, it's like you can group them, and it's almost sad. But I was talking to a mom yesterday about like trauma in the Black community, and she narrowed it down, and she said it herself. She said, well, it always goes down in 1960, and I don't know why people are blaming I don't know why 23-year-olds are blaming 1960 on why they're promiscuous and they're single and don't want to listen to a man. But she says, yeah, my grandma told my mom about this, that, and the third, and my mom told me about, and it radicalized us, and I simplified it for her the way I just explained it to you. And she was like, yeah. And then this older woman came on, and you can't make this up, as we're talking about generational trauma from women to their daughters in the Black community about hating Black men, and the how scared they were, and this and that and the third. This older Black woman comes up and says, yeah, well, I'm 60, and I just want to say I I disagree with what she said about black trauma, but let me tell you something. My first marriage, I got a divorce and I had nothing, and I walked barefoot with my baby on my hip because I was homeless to my mom's house. And I said, stop right there. Why did you just share that with us? I said, you're literally doing what she told us. I said, what's the point of you telling us this? And they got mad at me and said, well, I am wrong. It's not black trauma with black women. Is, black women don't share. So I said, but you just shared a story about how you're homeless and barefoot with a baby on your hip. I said, is this what the mothers do with the children and the grandmas and stuff? And it was sad, man. I said, rather than getting up here and doing that, how about we speak some positivity? Like, why can't we do that? And they didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to hear positivity between black people. And I said, you know what? You guys got it. I'm going to walk out. Bye. They staying on TikTok live, it will radicalize me. It would radicalize me.
But me and you had this whole.
Oh, we did.
We had this whole discussion about how TikTok has allowed us to TikTok has allowed us to make this assessment about humanity.
Honestly, it's so predictable. Whenever I go into a live, it's almost laughable. It's so predictable. And I'm going to be honest, and I can't say it's on TikTok because they would hate me. If I was a white person and I walked into these lives that I see, I would be like, oh my God, what is wrong with their community? These people are broken. I don't get it. It is so embarrassing and ghetto. It is out of control. And then the worst part is, and you said it today, D, when you pointed at the credits and you say, as long as the numbers go up, they act even more wild. Man, I see these women go up and yell at the top of their lungs for 30 minutes. No lie. And walk, and they do it all for $10 on TikTok.
when the comparison is, you could have made more selling some feet pictures on OnlyFans, but that comparison was not going to be seen as an issue.
Nah.
Fuck out of here.
What's really sad is, even though we're seeing it on TikTok, what we have to understand is the internet, everything, the algorithm, all of that. Our perspective, our position, especially what we see on the internet, is one of 100 or 1,000 people who think the same way.
No, not even, bro. Because like I said, if you take these same fucking people and put them on Twitter with the shenanigans they got, because Twitter, you can go live on Twitter now.
Yeah, you can. I stream on Twitter.
So try that shit over there and fuck around and find out.
Yo, ass. So Twitter is my #1 platform. I made my career on Twitter.
Twitter is not.
I'm gonna tell you now, D. I'm gonna tell you now, these motherfuckers on. If I posted what I did on Twitter to my tens of thousands of followers, oh my God, they would get destroyed. All of them. Black TikTok would get destroyed.
Twitter is not gonna play that shit. Like I say, Facebook, you might get away with it for a few minutes, but at some point in time, Facebook gonna be like, all right, what's the purpose here?
Yep. Well, listen, they fucking with a Twitter man now. So, hey, let the games begin.
Hey, Twitter's for the savages.
Twitter is not for the weak. I'm gonna tell you that now. I was born and raised on Twitter. I made my whole career and livelihood on Twitter. What I see on TikTok is a joke. It's baby shit to me.
If you think you handsome, you go on Twitter.
Good luck.
Yeah, you might be handsome, but you might get 2 likes.
I'm gonna tell you now.
You think you're gorgeous? You might be gorgeous. You might get no likes. You think you built and chiseled? You might be built and chiseled, but you will sit there for months before somebody even view your shit.
Hey,
Twitter
D,
is not for the light at heart.
I'm gonna be real. If these women that host these TikToks, these black women TikToks, and Twitter saw it, and the audience saw it, and they're able to respond, those TikToks wouldn't be up the next day. I guarantee you that.
No,
Because it's not an echo chamber on Twitter.
oh, no.
Twitter allows everyone to see it.
See, the thing about Twitter is Twitter's got a lot of unknown journalists.
Yes,
right?
they do.
And Twitter is not to be fucked with. When you can at somebody directly behind some shit they said.
Okay.
Night, mama. I'm being there.
All right.
Good night, Miss D.
Good night.
All right, Miss D.
Mrs. D.
I still got that trip for you guys to
Newark. Hey, baby. Gemini say you still got that trip.
I don't want to hear nothing about that trip to Newark. Nothing.
I'm just like this, bro. It comes down to it. When I go into deep diving into history, I mean literally deep diving, and I just get to a point where my emotions are met at the door, and I can and I'll be like, damn, it's fucked up. But now I got to make a decision. Do I keep going, or do I just stay with this and this is the sufficient level of shit that I can live with because it feels good. It feels
right? D. We gonna own TikTok now. Now that I've seen how this shit works, tomorrow is a whole new day. We get on their ass.
That's it. You don't even have to do that. What you could do is you could pretty much put up a topic, because the problem was it was in a white woman's platform.
And I knew that was coming, D. When I first met Purdy, I laughed and I was like, oh, I know this is gonna bring problems. And I was like, I know they're gonna hate this, but I was in there for the first day and I said, I really like Purdy though. Like, Purdy's actually a great person. She's not problematic at all.
So here's the situation, right? Because Purdy's like, D, I'm gonna tell you the topic, and I'm like, don't tell me, because I know me. I would fuck around and be like, hey, don't do that, right? But here's the situation. To Purdy's credit, for giving people the room to come up and have a voice, that I said, me. Don't expect me to lie to you, because I'm prejudiced. I discriminate. I'm proud of the shit. Because you want to know why? Those that do it and be like, oh no, I'm not like that. No, you need to know. I am judging your ass when I'm shaking your hand. And guess what? That don't mean I'm negatively doing these things. I'm doing it because that's what the word is. If you talk about living in the truth. But the problem is people don't live in the truth. I live in my truth. My truth. All it is another way of lying. But then again, you want to say, well, it's subjective. The truth is subjective.
No, it's not.
Right. Because if I slap you, if I slap you with a closed fist, is that not a punch?
Closed fist equals punch.
It's a punch? No, it's subjective. It's a slap. It's a love tap. No. It's a love tap, because a punch is subjective, right?
You look up the definition of the word punch.
So hey, if we do it, I mean, we can always go and say, no, it's subjective.
It's not.
No, it's got to be. So what? I blackened your eye. That's subjective.
To what? Subjective.
It could be lightly purple.
I do want to put this out there. Because me and Purdy don't talk privately at all. We don't. But I'm the type of person where it's like, I know good people. And I'm one of those people that believed everyone in the world was good. And it broke my heart when I realized they weren't, right? Purdy, no one mentions how Purdy helps other people start their live stream careers, quote unquote. No one talks about how Purdy, she goes in and she helps people get started. She helps people learn. She moderates for them. She goes in just to say, hey, everyone, get the likes up, let's support them, She doesn't do it for greed, and she doesn't do it. Purdy doesn't do it for herself at all. And then not only that, but the best part about Purdy, and she put me in my place. If the conversation ever gets out of hand, Purdy will mute you and let you know that is not tolerated. Watch your language, and we're going to be respectful in the live. Why does no one bring that up?
Because it's nothing that they can fuel off of. They can't live off that.
AD, curious, because last week was a hot topic. Last week, all the black women creators, they made lives saying black men are looked at by white women as just a fetish. White women all fetishize black men.
Where are you seeing these things? I don't.
Oh, Gemini, these have been wild topics all week, like the last 2 weeks. I see it all the time, and that's the rhetoric. The same women that got on that panel and in the chat where they have used against me and other black men. It's a common rhetoric. I can't make this up. I will screenshot it from now on. I'm going to screenshot it every time from now on, actually. And no one says anything. And they always talk about white people. But let Purdy do that. Oh, she's in our space. Motherfucker, what space? A positive space?
Like, here's a situation that's more disturbing than that is the fact that people are putting words in people's mouth that didn't say a damn thing.
Yep.
You could say you heard it and you would not be wrong. But when you deliberately say, well, she said this about Emmett Till, Purdy didn't say a damn thing. Purdy had got a DM and was like, she changed the topic. Bert said, why are you changing? And I was wondering the same thing. I literally was. And she gave the explanation as to why, and Bert was like, no, fuck that. Put the topic back. Because the problem is people claim to be these great conversationalists, but they don't know how to converse.
No. It's someone that does this professionally, I'm gonna tell you now. They're not good conversationalists. None of them are good debaters. None of them are good at panels. I give respect to you and Bert because, as I said before, you and Bert are the only two individuals I know that know how to professionally mod a literal panel. And this is coming from a guy that's traveled the road and spoke on panels. It's wild.
I've been very, very, very controlled. Well, let me tell you something, because I don't really do topics, right? And the fact is this. The most thing about it is, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When I'm modding Purdy's room and it's 40-something, 50-something, 60-something people in there for the topic, I'm immediately annoyed.
Yep.
I'm annoyed. Because the thing about it is you couldn't come for just a regular discussion. You couldn't participate in a calm, cool, collective discussion. But you come to my live and we do a social experiment. We tell you you're under a social experiment. And your rhetoric and your nonsense is that, hey, I can survive the apocalypse because I know how to change a car battery.
I got 100 deer.
I can hunt a deer. Bitch, please. you total and utter chaos. You're most skilled individuals. Usain Bolt won't run away from this. Michael Phelps will not outswim this. But somehow you figured out the cheat code. And let's say you did. Everybody else is gone. You know, time only goes forward, not backwards. So while you're growing old and decrepit, nobody to talk to, help your old ass get up and down, and all of a sudden you slip and fall and shatter your hip. Now what? Ain't no bugs, ain't no dogs, ain't no cats, no horses. Now what?
until you mummify and turn in.
But the ideology of it all was to be combative. It didn't even apply logic. Everything that you could think of, including your own thought pattern, is gone wrong. Well, what are you going to do? I'm going to open up one of my finest bottles of bourbon, smoke my greatest cigar, and say, well, it was fun. What the fuck I look like? What we're going to do? Pull out a fancy sword? On guard! And there's 90 fucking bullets coming my way from one direction, 120 from another, 150 from the top, another 100 down from below. What the fuck?
I don't get it.
Right. I'm just gonna turn into Goku and then fucking Kame this shit away.
Right. I didn't even know I could do that.
Right. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? Like, it only takes but a second. If you don't know what the topic's about, hey, come on in, sit down, find out. But you go off somebody's point that triggers you, and then you're going to come up on the panels and then go at that person when, in fact, you don't even know why the fuck they were saying the shit that they were saying in the first place.
Right. Hey.
No, you're wrong. Because in my experience, don't mean shit to nobody but you.
Is it wrong to guide someone down a way of thinking through conversation, through questions, in order to get them not to necessarily accept your perspective, but to understand it?
No, it's not wrong. However,
good luck.
Right.
You know what it comes down to, what I've learned on the last month of TikTok Live? Well, hey, I get what you're saying, and that's your opinion, but even though you've proven me wrong, we will agree to disagree, and that is the go-to every time.
Right. When you ask motherfucker, can you compare a fucking banana to a grape? I'm just gonna say you got me on that one.
Yeah, you said an apple to a grape. She said you got me on that one, but I'm gonna agree to disagree. I'll see you guys later, and she left.
Yeah.
And that was from the same woman, by the way. My first day on TikTok Live, she bashes black men nonstop, but she is a black woman.
Listen,
black men.
Listen, I tell you this.
But then she told me I couldn't talk on black issues because I'm not black. But her baby dad is white. Her baby dad isn't in her life, and she has white children. I can't talk on black issues.
I'm going to go on a campaign. Let me tell you about it.
Make it make sense.
Let me tell you about this campaign I'm going to go on. So y'all here know that we are good, close network friends with Charleston White. And it's through Barry, Michael Williams Sr., Michael Williams Jr., T-Max Network is very close with Charleston White. He is a brother to the network. He's a brother to the brothers. He's a brother to me. I'm going to campaign that Charleston gets on TikTok. I'm going to show y'all what monetization really look like with some correction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because this shit is getting out of hand.
And they're doing it for nothing.
What happened is this. You're going to have that one-on-one, and I'm going to make sure if he accepts what I'm putting out, I'm going to make sure that you keep that shit one-on-one. So therefore, when somebody's up in that box with Charleston, I'll tell you what it's going to look like. Boom.
They won't know how to act. They're not going to accept it.
You can read all the comments you want. he like a.
I'm gonna tell you now, they're gonna switch up so fast. Everything that,
You can
no matter
switch
who it is,
up,
no
you
matter
can
what the woman is or man,
You
everything
can
we've heard,
switch up all you fucking want. It won't matter.
they're gonna act like saints, and they're gonna act like, oh well, okay, and they're
It,
gonna be
it
non-problematic. Watch.
won't matter because all your fans are going to leave you and go follow him.
Yep.
That's just the fact of the matter. This shit, bro, I come on here to converse with people, have fun. But people take this shit far too far and forget this flesh is fragile. Fragile. And this is why you picked your social media spots. Like I said, you won't go no further than TikTok with that same rhetoric,
Nah.
that same toughness, that same bravado. You won't do it. Purdy could tell you about the little motherfucker that, oh, you want to fight? I said, let's do it. I said, all that woofing on here, that's irrelevant. We can make it happen.
Right.
You go through the timeline on this channel, you will see boxers. Not fighters, not picky pocket guy. No, real fucking boxers. And you think we can't get you set up? Oh, buddy, yeah. Come to my gym. Okay, I hear you. Send me a message. And I sent that message over. Listen, this is how it's gonna be. I don't want to hear shit. Your people don't, if shit don't work out, don't work out. Either for me or for you. But what's done is done after that point. That motherfucker got off TikTok. Got off. Like that's the whole thing, bro. Like people like have a lot of tough shit about themselves. Like the truth of the matter is, bro, 100K. That means the motherfucker on average is making $50 an hour. That's what 100K equates to for a year of working. 50 an hour over a 40-week work period. They don't understand that, but everybody is, oh, I made. I'm like, okay, how much you make? Oh, I made $20. Wait, are you working 16-hour days? No, why would I do that? Carry the one.
I'm not even gonna speak on these career TikTokians because someone you and I both know I paid rent with podcasts before. I just look and I go, what are you guys doing? You're causing destruction and you're not even going viral. You're causing chaos. They're not going viral. They think they're going viral. They think they are. They're not going real viral like I know and you know.
And I said this before. See, when discussions are being had and by people who, I want peace. I want peace. I want peace. Yes, peace. I'm sapiosexual. No, the fuck you ain't. No, the fuck you ain't. No. Because the wisest thing I heard to that, I wish Myron was here. The wisest thing I heard to that was this. Hey D, yeah, what up? Have you ever seen a girl have a calendar of Stephen Hawkins in their room? Absolutely. Not a calendar of Stephen Hawkins is great. Who and look, who is that?
Right.
But the very thing you say that moves you, that is your soul attraction. I'm not hearing that, bro. Like I say, it's all good. There's a bunch of 5'5" parrots repeating shit they heard on the internet. And that's fine. But at the end of the day, when you can't escape gravity, because that shit ain't subjective. That shit is every second per second driving force going down. You can't escape life's extremities just like you can't escape its subtleties. But you're going to keep creating these narratives as if this is the thing.
But that's their life. That's what gives them fulfillment.
Bro, let me be honest with you. Gemini and I talked. Gemini was like, man, I want to be, I'm going to go for my my cybersecurity. Hey, next time I talk to Gemini, no more than fucking 24, not even full 24 hours. Yeah, I signed up for CompTIA. Damn. Okay. Yeah, this is how my classes work. This is how my studying schedule go. Oh, okay. And then, boom. Bro, I think I want to add some coding. All right, well, let me tell you something about coding. Coding, you don't. All right, yeah, bet. Hey, I see that. See this. We having a discussion about HTML the other day. One of the things he stuck on, he was working out. He's like, I know what nesting is. He was having a real discussion of somebody who was actively practicing the very thing that they said they wanted to do. And I can't be nothing more proud of that brother, because the terminology that he was using, I knew he was doing it. I knew he was going through the steps. So therefore, I was like, well, who am I not to relinquish help or get people? And what did I tell you, Gemini? Did I say if I get to a point, because I know I'm limited, I know I can do what?
Cool. Send me to somebody who can.
Right. That's what I said. I said I can always call somebody from the hip who got the answer.
Sure enough.
Gemini, I was like, bro, Gemini, I want to be a voice actor. I was like, bro, I can't promise you that but I know somebody that might have one. And my boy got a whole video game. Shout out to Joe Mans.
Shout out to Joe, man.
Hey.
And Joe said, you know what? Let me hear you say this. Bang, 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 bang. Man, hold on. Let's talk. And they found a common ground amongst each other. And Joe sent him over a script. Again, this ain't just talk. These are actions. And then mother, oh no, I'm about my action. I'm about my action. Okay, Handycam. We hear you. We hear you, but we don't see you. That's the whole point. We don't see you at all, because nothing has progressed from these bullshits that they do. I'm perfectly fine with any lie that I hold. Like, if I got 3 or 93, I'm not fucking changing. For what? But I watch men and women do it. Oh, because it does it for the algorithm when they don't even know what the fuck an algorithm is.
Can't even spell the motherfucking word. That's what an SEO is, and they stutter.
Bro, I had to explain that. Bro.
That was with so much frustration. I felt that. He said I had to explain that.
Motherfucker message me and say, how you SEO? I say, what? I was like, how you SEO? Like, did you not read on it? Oh no, I ain't never heard it till today. Oh. What you want to know how to SEO for? Because I want to get some more people on my TikTok. Oh, I don't think that's how it works, but congratulations. Go ahead. Try it out. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I've been wrong about shit before. But the fact is, bro, I don't want to hear shit about no community no more.
There is none.
There's absolutely none. And even when you go and talk about the old days and you find out how some of these historic massacres really took place because somebody decided they wanted to leave the door open for a handful of money. There's a bunch of fucking Judases amongst the people. but yet they scream they want community.
Yep.
Ironic that people really want something to be servant to them, and they're not willing to be servant to the very thing that they say they want.
That would be too much like being right.
But they swear they are. You can't even have a simple discussion on how you feel about something.
God forbid.
Simple. Conversation going very well, and you want to bring up some shit that had nothing to do with
1960. If I gotta hear about 1960 one more time, dog, I'm gonna throw my monitor. I'm gonna throw my laptop out the window.
if I decided to compare fucking Michael Jordan to Jim Brown, I can't.
How? You can, but it has to be on specific terms.
No, but I'm saying it comparison is we read the definition. We read it.
We did.
It's to find the similars and dissimilars
Exactly.
in a thing or persons. There's nothing that's not to be compared. I can compare myself to me. I can compare myself to a washing machine. Damn.
You can.
I can. Oh,
You can compare yourself to anything.
damn.
Exactly.
Can you compare an apple to a grape? First thing I popped in my head, I was like, yeah, say it's a fruit. Shut them up. Oh, you
Right.
got me with that one. I said, oh my God.
Right. I'm like, and even if it being a fruit, there's still different fruits.
You know, somebody said something to me today. I heard somebody say this today, and it has to be remembered, especially if you went to a public school. If you went to a public school in a lower socioeconomic community, you remember there were kids who went to special class or they got bussed out on a short bus. A lot of those kids are adults.
Let me mute myself.
Yeah, because I don't mean it in a funny way. I don't mean it in a funny way. Even though. But a lot of those kids are adults now. And
I can name a few of them.
But I believe in the ancient ways. And when I say the ancient ways, I mean the ancient ways. You've got to do 40 years before you can speak in public. Because you don't know what the hell you talking about.
And the sad part is a lot of these have they like to throw around they have college degrees, so it gets even worse.
Wait.
You don't got no college degree if you didn't graduate high school.
Wait. I'm ashamed of myself.
What's wrong, D?
I'm gonna tell you why. I literally didn't give credence to that till now.
About the people, the people in the special class.
Yeah, they because the whole thing about it was what a lot of people misconstrue to handicap and special education. They made those synonymous when they are not.
Right.
Were there handicapped people in special ed classes? Absolutely, because it was a lot of accommodations that was made for them. You know, far as the wheelchairs, certain wheelchairs getting in and out of those ramps and the whole nine. And it made it convenient because a lot of the special needs teachers could rotate and go to those kids in a certain section of the school. But however, it wasn't really many handicapped children in those classrooms. And they were our other peers.
And our other peers had classifications like EP and emotionally disturbed These are the classifications that they use in the schools. There was PDs, physiological, or there were developmental delays. There were EDs. There were a bunch of different classifications for the people that were in these classes. And some of these classes, I won't say they didn't teach well, but you have to understand that they were trying to get these people to fit into a system. And the larger system, you have to also understand it involved the prison industrial complex. It involved the prison industrial complex. It involved the welfare state. It involved all these different things to account for the different people in it.
No, that's true. My grandma was a mentor, in her city, and she's not from a good part of the California. And I made great friends with one of the boys that she was mentoring, and he was special in a way, but yeah, his sister was also yeah, in a way. And the sister was as as normal as can be. She had kids, she worked and everything, but you can never tell. So Gemini, you're not wrong at all, right?
Yes.
Like they're out there, and it's starting to make sense now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't tell just by looking at them or listening to them. You just have to know.
Listen, some of the finest girls in the school, some of the baddest chick in the school.
Hey, where this about to go?
Right. I'm getting a little nervous here.
Some of them was in the slow class, and you know it.
Hey, tell it.
You know it.
Don't tell me you got some Spectrum cakes, bro.
I can't say I got Spectrum cakes. I did get cakes from that.
Don't tell me you got some Spectrum cakes, bro.
She was down. Well, she wasn't slow. She was down. But yes, you gotta listen. Some of the cutest girls in grade within the special class, in the slow class or the special class.
Oh my God, yo.
Just because they was in the slow class, just because they was in the special class, didn't mean that they weren't physically gifted. Yeah. I mean, think about it. That's where the stereotype of dumb jock comes from. Because there's some guys who can do amazing things with a ball in the hand. Don't ask them to talk. Don't ask them to read in public.
Nah.
That may be a stereotype, but it exists. It's a stereotype only because it exists. So, I mean, we do have to remember that everybody grew up. Shoot, we got to remember crack babies grew up.
Some people grew up in crack homes.
We got to remember everybody's got access.
A crack baby, a crack baby to me is not always the baby that was born with crack in their system and addicted to crack. A crack baby is any baby whose mother or surrounding adults while they were growing up were smoking crack. Because they all suffer from the same thing of having that absent/high parental figure. And that affected them too.
True.
Because they had to deal with somebody who wasn't dealing in reality in the way they possibly should have. Not possibly, but most effectively should have. They were high. They were dealing with a high parent. And whether you had this stuff in your system or not, you had to deal with the same consequences of having I'm not going to call them a junkie, an addict in your home. Addict babies got stuff to deal with. They oftentimes have abandonment issues. They oftentimes grow up earlier than they have to, and they miss their childhood. yeah, addict baby's got a whole nother thing, and we're dealing with that too.
People could be listening to this and they could think you're mean, but I think that a lot of people don't understand how common that is. I'll never forget. I was playing Call of Duty Warzone with the girl I was dating, and there was a kid on our team, and I was like, he started cussing, and I said, "Hey, man, where your parents at?" And this kid is like 11, and this fucked me up. He said, "Listen," he was like, "My parents are high right now on crack." I said, I didn't even say anything. He's like, you know, that's just what they do all day. So I go to school, I come home and play Call of Duty. And my parents are on drugs, they're high. They don't know what's going on right now. They're doing their own thing. They don't even know what day it is. He's like, that's just my life. And this was a kid. And that, I ain't gonna lie, I was heartbroken after that. I was heartbroken, but Gemini, you're absolutely real. It's a lot more common. I've definitely seen it in the neighborhoods I grew up in.
Yeah, it's a sad part of life. Again, like I said, you can't escape the extremities of the subtleties of life. I'm just over people having an unnecessary anger over simplicity and then want to base it on the skin color of the person, because if it was held in my life, you saying it makes it better? I mean,
right, like would it make it different?
There's a whole article that was written years ago that said 80% of African Americans are native. It's several articles, right? And then you go on TikTok, and one day I'm scrolling and I see pretendians, and I'm like, what's a pretendian? Somebody wanting to be a fake Indian? I don't know. Help me out. And then I'm seeing, and I'm like, oh, they're comparing people. But the crazy thing is, when you ask people what's in their background, what is the most common answer that Black people have put out there?
I got Indian in my family.
Ah, but you're not upset that the comparison took place. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I bet you didn't. Just like you didn't know that we were having a civil discourse until people in the comments decided they wanted to make their raggedy ass ways known. That's the fact. And then the problem with that is I'm perfectly fine with only 2 followers. Perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with 1 view. Perfectly fine. Because the situation at hand is the internet won't validate me. Won't. It just won't validate me at all.
Nope.
But people want to try to find ways to find an opening to take a jab. And I'm like, take the jab. Take it. I just hope you can take it when it comes back.
You know why people act out and they act brave online? For some reason, everyone thinks that if you go viral, you'll be a millionaire and you'll be rich.
And that ain't true.
You know what they don't realize? Most of these viral people, they're not even scratching like 200K a year. They're not even scratching 100K a year.
Nope.
Most of these viral people are still living in their like $1,300 a month apartment and living paycheck to paycheck. And what they're making on content, there's only getting probably.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all want to know what I made from TikTok? And I didn't even know I was making money on TikTok.
What up?
I made $16 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They sent that shit to my PayPal. I didn't even know they fucking linked themselves to my PayPal. I guess they said, fuck it, this the address, the email. Fuck it, here we go.
Oh, you know how people type crazy shit for tweets? In order to when Twitter started monetizing people, I said, hey, let me join in on the fun. You have to have a million basically interactions or engagements a month, or 3 million to even qualify. Wow. And I'm like, oh, that's easy. So I made a few shit posts. I had a few viral tweets, and I walked away with like $50 in a month. And I said, this is what people embarrass themselves for?
Wow. Yep. Just to go say, I'm making money on the internet. Bitch, everybody's making money. They just don't claim it. Bro, I swear that's the biggest difference. People don't even know that. They're making money. They just don't claim it. Man, go get your 21 cents. Go get it. Because it's yours. So you can say, oh, I'm a content creator. No, the fuck you not. You just a motherfucker on the internet. Like everybody else.
Yep.
Can you make money from the internet? Absolutely. But that's the real deal, bro. Like my Facebook got monetized. I ain't asked for that shit. I looked at the fucking back office on that shit. Got a lot of hit on the post. I post cars, a lot of shit. Every now and then I go live on Facebook. But I still need 500 more followers and shit to monetize this shit.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not monetized.
Again, like I say, if I'm gonna make money on the internet, you listen.
This ain't gonna be what we doing if we want to make money on the internet.
I'm on OnlyFans. Click the link in my bio.
Exactly. Shit. Hey, sign up for the Tekken tournament. By the way, I'm actually making the bracket as we speak.
Oh, and guess what, bro? We can also use OnlyFans as a platform for a lot of people who don't know. It's an educational moment for you. You need to understand that OnlyFans is not only explicit content. You can also learn something from other content creators on how to actually make money from the internet if you subscribe to their shit. There's a guy that literally charges like $20 a month. He has a whole class that he doesn't do on YouTube, but he teaches you how to monetize your YouTube. But you think OnlyFans is only for, the girls, and that's not true. OnlyFans is a base platform like YouTube. It's just that the girls read through the fine print and says, "Oh, I can post my stuff over here." Well, and guess what else happened? One of the greatest things that happened to a lot of us, but a lot of us didn't capitalize on it. The pandemic, the shutdown.
Yeah.
Couldn't go nowhere. You're working from home, which means you were still making a living. And guess what? Some girl was like $3.99. You could see what's going down on my behind. And then you know what? Dude was like, Lord, fuck it, hit my card. But I'm going to tell you the truth of the matter is it was actually more women subscribing than dudes. They did a whole study on that. And not only they were subscribing, shit, some of them was friends. They support their friends. I don't blame them for supporting their friend.
Right.
But they made money and capitalized as they should. But OnlyFans was supposed to be for comics, musicians, and stuff like that, people who was up and coming or whatever the case may be. It was the visual MySpace. And for people to have exclusivity to certain content that their favorite creators was going to make. But the girl said, hey, I'm a creator. Watch me work. And they cashed out. And they stay cashing out. So, anyway. But at the end of the day, bro, people are going to people shit out of life. They just are, bro. Then they're not hurt. Not even hell, they ain't even hurt. A lot of motherfuckers just piggybacking to be a part of some shit. No, seriously. No, I'm not gonna give hurt that much credit. Are there a select few people who went through some shit? Absolutely. But how the fuck is everybody got the same story?
Right.
Carry the one. Impossible. Yeah. The math ain't adding up on that situation. How so many people got the same story? Man, I could have went pro, but shit, I was running the 40 and my dick fell in the dirt.
We all have the same aspirations. And
What?
And the worst part is it's all to get away from the pain and all of the other things that we've gone through.
Hey, no, bro, but you understand, I was really cold on that court. So when I'm telling you, scouts was looking at me doing my tryouts. I went to go fake right, come back left, and I heard this pop, right? And I go to the doctor. Man, it was ACL, BCL, MCL, TCL, DCL, QCL, LCL. But basically, it was the whole alphabet community that tore up my ligaments. Like, what?
That didn't happen to me until I was 40, and I was a bouncer at a nightclub.
Say what, bro? But that's the thing, bro. Like, how many people are going to keep having the same story?
Mm-hmm.
The exact same story, bro.
Somebody, man.
So my whole thing about it is, no, some select people have been hurt. You know what I mean? Some people have been hurt, but some people have been incentivized.
1,000,000%. We saw that today.
So it ain't hurt. It's incentivization that made this shit possible for a lot of people to be hurt. You ain't hurt. Motherfuckers ain't hurt.
You right.
Well, I'm gonna give you credit for shit you ain't really you not feeling. Man, you ever really like pay attention to some of these people, bro? They live pretty decent. They ain't living to the level that they say they live, but they live pretty decent, bro. Where you heard at? You could get online to your devices and talk shit and lie.
Order food on your phone.
You suffering. You're doing bad.
You oppressed. Because 1960.
How?
You oppressed. Everything is so bad. You know, you're at home on Twitter and these white people are oppressing you.
They ain't on Twitter. No, they're not
on TikTok. They're on TikTok. I'm sorry.
They're definitely not on Twitter.
Oh no.
Get their asses ate up over there. See, a lot of people, Black Twitter don't play. Exactly, and that's why your ass ain't on it. Because they ain't gonna play with you at all. At all. But again, I mean, people went out their way, and some people got caught up today, and they was like, well, you know, I can see where the man went wrong on this, that, and the third. Okay, if you say the man went wrong on that, say that you feel it was wrong and leave it at that. You can't do that because that little number in your box is more important than anything. What the fuck I get? I got like $3. I just got a whole alert about that shit.
That's what they live for.
Let me see. Oh, I lied. I got $1.29. Look. I ain't a fucking shame. Look at me. I'm TikTok balling, boy. I'm getting money over here, boy.
Yeah.
I'm bagging it, man. I'm getting that shit. Fuck out of here. Look at this shit, bro.
Look
at that, boy. I'm getting it. Look at that.
Yeah, look at your yearly earnings.
Hey, fellas. When we go to McDonald's, all the water on me.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got enough for us to share one chicken nugget. Let's go.
Nah, I said water. Calm down. Calm down. My TikTok money is too. I can't be blowing it like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get this Dreamer Guinea. It's like, bro, that's literally what my content gets me, bro. It gets me that minimum amount of money, bro. So literally, if I pull that out along with what went on tonight, bro, I literally would have made $21 in 3 weeks that I didn't even really think about trying to make.
Oh, if we wanted to make money, we could make a living off this. We're just not that low of people like these other ones.
Like, again, platforms.
I feel so, I don't know, I feel weird about like literally, like when people tell, like I know I have my Cash App in my tag up here. And I only did it because I'm like, I don't have any other real name. But yeah.
Well, and listen, here's the situation. There's nothing wrong with that at all. What people don't understand is that if you get anything from TikTok, like I said, I got 3 weeks, 40 something. So we do the 3 weeks, 21. If I cash this out now, but it's the start of the week, not the end of the week. So at the end of this week, if I only stay at that $5, that means I'm only going to get 21. So that'd be like $7 a week, right? So that means in total, I would have made at least $45, $50 from everything initially. But TikTok takes his portion and then it gives you that, right? So having your Cash App up there is like, listen, if you just want to give it to me directly.
Exactly. But you know, like, okay, have you guys heard of what's the name of this app? Bigo.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Bigo. Yeah,
TikTok could have been like Bigo.
No, it couldn't. No, because they stole everything they got from Live Me.
Right.
That's exactly what they did. They stole everything they got from Live Me. The whole battles and shit, the whole panel situation and shit. And the whole thing about it is a lot of people that's on TikTok now was not on Live Me. So they didn't know how to operate. I didn't know how to act or operate the motherfucker when they got on it.
Right.
I thought it was all about. That's what you thought it was about? Okay. Right. If you thought it was about that, why didn't you stick to that?
Right. Dancing and making shorts and all that other crap.
Why didn't you stick to that if you thought that's what all was about? But nobody was watching your old ass dance. So you figured out another way. And some of these people ain't acting. Some of these people are just acting out.
Literally, that's the word. That's literally it.
They're just acting out. Hey, you go through it and find out motherfuckers don't read. They just tell you, oh, I got this book. Who's the author? I don't remember. It's just the book. Whoa. What do you mean you have the book and you don't know who the author is? That's the first thing you fucking see under the title.
It's all for show.
Yeah, I watched this. Okay, whatever, bro. I'm like kicking it with people, bro. Like I say, I make it known. I have no problem with it. Do I discriminate? Absolutely. Am I prejudiced? Absolutely. I am judgmental as well. Absolutely. Do with that what you may. Because at the end of the day, you ain't finna be confused about shit. You judging me? Yep. like a motherfucker. Yep. You being prejudiced against me? Yep. And even for you. Same time. Yep. You discriminating against? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I don't know why people feel like it's a bad thing to do. Absolutely not. It's not. I had teammates I used to discriminate against. I ain't working out with that motherfucker. He's gonna slow me down. That was my teammate. We had the same objective. That was to win a championship, or at least try. But you know what the right answer is? No, you were supposed to befriend him, and we were friends. And I also told him, I'm not working out with you because you're gonna slow me down. Got shit to do. But people can't live like that. They just they being sincere is supposed to be just fluff. And you can't be direct and have fun. That doesn't exist in them TikTokians world. It just doesn't. And another thing too, they can't bring their asshole on YouTube with that shit either. You got to show and prove. So, again, fellas, like I say, I don't want to hear shit from nobody about no community because it don't exist.
No, we self-improving from here on out, fellas.
That's all I'm doing, bro.
And connect, and all you can do is connect with those that connect with you. They don't connect. Hey, it's all right. It's good. But a lot of people don't understand that's a judgment call.
Yeah.
Damn.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It just don't stroke their emotional stance. They want you to feel a way when you don't feel a way. And when they feel a way, they want you to feel a way too. I don't get it. I don't get it. But you fucked my head up though. So I'm literally going to be treating people as if I knew. Yeah, you was not a handy. You were not a handy. That bro, that's going to be literally my question for a lot of people. Were you a handicapped child? And if they say no, I'm gonna say bet. So now that I know you were not a handicapped child,
I can talk to you the way I'm going to talk to you.
no. I still can't talk to you the way I want to talk to you because now I know that the handicapped children were in those special needs classes because they were being accommodated to. However, the others were in specialty classes because is there a Mr. Gump, Mrs. Gump? He's on vacation. Only thing was they couldn't run fast.
Right.
And a mama didn't have that Gumper 3557 triple access.
Hey, I'm gonna close this with something funny. I'm scrolling Twitter, and Pat Mahomes Sr. He's on the field smoking a cigar in a Letterman jacket with Kansas City, saying Kansas City versus everybody. You know, like Patrick Mahomes Sr., he's his own personality. He's cool as hell. He's a cool ass black father, right? Black woman quote tweeted and said, "I wish he had a cooler son. I like him." And I'm gonna let you know now. She thought she was gonna have a reaction like these TikTok live women do. She got her ass toe up.
What's fucking Twitter. So look, I'm gonna show y'all something, and it touches the line. Oh, it touches the line, but it's safe, right? It's still safe. It just touches the line. Well, with no further ado, I'm going to something funny you say. I was just trying to see Patty Mahomes. But we gonna go there. We gonna definitely go there. All right, fellas. Can I get a 3, a 2, a 1?
What is this?
What did it say? What did that say? What happened here? All right. Now, as a person who frequents their Twitter account frequently, I wasn't ready for it. Let alone somebody who don't frequent TikTok. I mean, frequent Twitter. Oh, nigga.
Did you call it Twitter?
Where his mind at?
Oh yeah, it is that.
Shout out to X.
Shout out to X. Twitter.
See y'all on Tuesday. Tuesdays is made for Twitter. Don't y'all hand me no TikTok. Too busy scrolling. They talking about tech. Knowledge.
Right. There's always technology.
There's a lot of good church services going on Tuesday on Twitter. Early Bible study.
A lot of upliftment.
A lot. They get pointed in your direction.
Right. There's a lot of support needed on Tuesday.
A lot of cups handed out during communion. God bless them.
What happened there? What happened there?
Hey, man. Listen, man. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shut it down. But, yo, I mean, we got Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl once again.
49ers winning it all, of course. Obviously, my squad.
Nah.
I don't know.
No. That shit that happened today. No.
Listen, we win. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Oh, you said,
hey.
Okay, that's why you.
Hey. I listen. I'm gonna say it like this. It better be thankful that here's a real fact of the matter. Baltimore has beaten.
They had a horrible game.
Baltimore has beaten San Francisco in the Super Bowl. Kansas City has beaten them in the Super Bowl. It was a rematch if it worked out that way, either way, right? And Gemini said it best. You know, the Super Bowl is really next week. Now, it was last week he said that. He was literally referring to the AFC side.
I hope we beat his ass now.
Listen, you yourself have even said Brock Purdy is not that guy.
I don't think he's the answer, man. I think he's a better.
How the fuck you gonna win the Super Bowl when the ball is in his hands 100% of the time?
Because I'm delusional, D. At
least you're honest.
Right. At least
you're honest.
Nah. Hey, D. One thing we do got to do. I don't know if you want to do it tonight or tomorrow. I would like to talk about this series we're about to run. I'm about to go all in.
Absolutely, man. Go ahead. Go. Let the people know.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is happening?
But for those of you that are watching, I am, as you see from my picture right here, professional esports host, commentator, and analyst. I am that guy. I am bringing something that I love most and what propelled me into the career that I'm in back. D and I, we're gonna be running tournaments on TikTok Live, starting off with Tekken. I would love to get into Street Fighter and everything else, but we're gonna kick things off with Tekken. And there's gonna be a small entry fee. I'm thinking $10 a person. It's not much. Prize pool is gonna be beautiful for the winner, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be live commentary and everything.
I'm thinking
It's gonna be different. We're bringing esports to TikTok Live.
I'm thinking 10,000 a person since everybody's so rich.
Entry fee $1,000, and everybody got the money.
Oh no, it's 10,000. It's 10,000.
10.
It's nothing. It's nothing for all the millionaires on there. It's nothing.
So I'm excited about this. Honestly, I think it's gonna be the shit, and I can't wait to do it.
All right. Looking forward to seeing that.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, Jim. See, when you watch sports, I'm a commentator. A lot of sports commentators like to get up there. I don't want to hold you for long, D. And they get, hi, welcome to the show today. No, I'm a street commentator. We're gonna talk shit. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna get hype. And I'm gonna just be me. Y'all gonna see what I do for real. It's gonna be a damn good time. So I can't wait.
I'm gonna be out there. Boy, you got your ass whipped. Get your ass off the stick.
We got an instant replay. Everybody laughing at him, pointing at him.
They gonna do that because then they be, you hurt my feelings. You embarrass me. We cancel you.
You cancel this.
Like,
definitely need to have your soundboard up.
Like, what? We're not cancelable. Man, let me help you cancel me.
Man, I've been canceled so many times in gaming. You can't cancel the GOAT. You can't cancel the GOAT. They tried, but I'm too good.
Man, look, let's get up out of here, y'all. Say shout out to Evans. Shout out to everybody that came and graced his platform. Evans, the coach. Shout out to my bro Kel Smith. Y'all see Mr. Kel Smith out in these streets. Bless that brother with some appreciation. Kel's listens is a real individual brother of mine. But y'all that need that extra talking, he's degreed in that field. So therefore, go ahead and talk to somebody that's degreed in that field. You know, y'all like, oh, you need to be certified. Well, there he goes. So when you see him, ask him what's his rate and what time slots he got available on his couch. Shout out to my brother Codify, man. Thank you for coming through, brother. Means a lot. I appreciate you for sharing and putting this out there for those to come by. And if they come by, that's cool. If they don't, even better. Purdy. Purdy, I'm gonna say this to you. I apologize for the antics that took place in your room because it was a very good discussion that was taking place at first. And when it was just the men discussing about shit, it was no issue. It was going very well. But people are easily triggered by shit they don't even know. But they'll lie and say, I do know. And will then tell you, oh, no, I didn't see that. I wasn't there for that. But they know. I always found that amazing. I'm hating that people have gone to far lengths to, oh, well, you need to do this because we said so. Shout out to, was it Black Jesus? Or was it Lower that said that you don't own Kevin Samuels, you don't own Martin Luther King? That was real. That was just the truth. You don't own them. So the fact of the matter is, the ones that made the comparison, you had no problem with or for. You really went all the way out of your mind to find an issue, and you got one. So now you have a whole unnecessary topic to talk about for the duration of the week. Congratulations. You failed. Now, on the bigger and better things, bro. When I get some more free education stuff out here for y'all, I will let y'all know. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Y'all fucking failed me horribly with this cybersecurity shit. 2,300 of y'all, I had only 3 people signed up, and 2 being man and 1 being woman. Yeah, y'all failed horribly. So I don't want to hear shit about, oh man, somebody need to look out for the people. Bitch, I had it and y'all didn't want it.
See there.
If I could get the tools and the training, you had it. You didn't want it.
And I ain't know you.
Well, you, bro, you good because you got active and you went and did some shit on your own and made it come true.
You said free.
So therefore, like I when you say, hey, I reached out to people connect back with you. No real promises has been made as of anything, but at the end of the day, everybody's working towards something. That's the only thing that people can promise. I promise you I'm going to work toward it, and that's what's been happening ever since that moment when one hand shakes the other and come to an agreement. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna close this shit out. Y'all can rock when we jam my bro Shadow Too Real, on the outro. There is no community, bro, because there's been a lot of distrust, a lot of backstabbing, and things of that nature. Community is a far-fetched word. You could go and say, well, the community is environmental. No, it ain't environmental. People fucking make the community. If you just built a bunch of fucking houses and nobody living in it, that's not a community. People are the community. In the words of my bro Al Tariq, people are the highest commodity there is, the greatest commodity that is. And you don't respect that. You respect the inanimate object like a dollar. But a dollar can't save you. You give that dollar up to somebody, but the dollar don't save you. That man or yet woman saves you your life when it comes to an operation of a sort of that nature. That's the difference. But I told y'all earlier, nothing or no one's coming to actually save you. You're going to have to figure this shit out. Y'all want this peace and prosperity, but you ain't willing to find peace. You're willing to run to all the fucking chaos and junk there is. But I want peace. Stop burning sage. Stop burning sage because you're wasting it. You're wasting very good sage for no reason.
Sacred, by the way.
Burning the shit out of it.
It's sacred. It's sacred to the natives, so they're using it for whatever reason.
But again, you can't compare them to that because that's an unfair comparison. But bitches, comparison ain't about being fair.
I say we do build a community.
Problems always.
Right. I don't want peace. I want problems.
Always.
You know what? I say we do build community. I'm going to make a live, and it's going to be matchmaking for successful men, black men, and successful black women with no babies, low body count. They know how to cook and clean. They want a marriage and children, and then we just get it going. I wonder how many are going to show up.
I think fuck that. I'm over the community shit, bro. Let me tell you, I'm so about those who you connect with, because when you keep it at a content level, you're working with people that can work with you. When you start to get, particularly our people, bro, we got this thing, this value that we want to bring everybody with us. They can't fucking go. They can't.
True.
Bro, if I filled this panel up, it's only 10 people. But I got half the part of my intro down here. So therefore only 9 other people 9 people can be up here unless I remove the intro. No, 12 now. 12. Then at point occupancy is 12. We cut the fuck off. So any other thing you got to say, you're gonna say it in the comments. And I promise you, if the panel's filled with 12 and you in the comments, it's gonna get missed by us anyway, because YouTube comments don't work like TikTok comments or Facebook comments. Motherfuckers be in here and really be moving. Some of them Twitter mites might come up in here and roast your motherfucking ass. Yeah, lay low. Lay low.
So, Belly, if you do it, let me just say this, Belly. If you do
I'm not gonna do it. You got me. Listen, man. I ain't.
No.
Listen. If I do content, it's just for video games and myself now. Fuck that shit. After what I saw today.
if you do want to do like a matchmaking thing, it can't be like. It has to be like organic. You got to put people in a room that say, "Hey, there's guys and girls in here. Look at each other and figure out who you think is cute."
And fuck that too. Motherfuckers don't deserve happiness from somebody else.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm serious, bro. I'm on pure violence. They don't deserve happiness from somebody else. They just don't. They don't, bro. That other person that they desire, matter of fact, get them out of your head and let them be free and happy. Like, they don't need to have no fucking attachments to you. Get them out your head, because you're fucked up.
Free them and free yourself.
Let that man be, let that woman be, because all that shoot community, let it go. Let it go. I'm so for real. I told people this shit and they laughed at it. When he said he was judgmental. I am. I'm judging the fuck out of you. I'm judging your crooked ass laugh. Like, I'm judging you, bro. Like, the fact, that's all it is making a decision about some shit. That's all it is. Do I like your laugh or do I don't like your laugh? Do I find you to be cool or do I find you? That's a judgment, bro. That's all judgment is, a decision making. Damn, that's it? Damn. I thought it was more than that. What fucking more could a judgment be? Have you even seen all the judges sit up there and make decisions on people's life?
You can't judge me. Only God can judge me.
Only God can judge me. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Only God can judge me.
God got the final judgment on your ass.
Wait. I know you closed it. I just want to say this. Remember that girl came up and said, "I'm Christian," but then on her page she has naked pictures of herself and her friends, and she said, "Well, only God can judge me." And Lower said, "You know that's not in the Bible. That quote comes from Tupac."
I love Lower. Yo.
When I heard that, I died. I said, no shot. You can't make this up. TikTok Live ain't a real place. This is.
No, but it is. And I say it's a generational thing. I know it's a generational thing because I've run into it to the point where it's sad. It's so sad. It is definitely generational.
I'm dating a younger girl and I see it.
Yeah, certain conversations you're gonna have, like I asked you that question. Is it a problem to try to lead someone down a thought path just so they can understand? Not so that you get agreement with them, but just so they get understanding.
No, the whole thing about it is I'm like, fuck them. Because even when that happens, it's like the simplicity is, I don't want you to agree with me. I just want you to see if there's a possibility that other shit exists. No, because in my experience and in my life. Okay.
And that's
if this is the result of everything, right? If you bought a can of fucking SpaghettiOs, they were just not Owen for you. They were star shaped, but everybody else got O's. But you bought the same fucking can that says SpaghettiOs. Okay. You use Dove soap, but for some reason, your Dove soap, when you open it, had a fucking Zest label on it.
Irish brand.
Right. But again, you know, your experience is supposed to trump everything else that everybody else went through, right? You go to the Chinese food restaurant, there's a bunch of puppies running outside. You go around telling people, oh, that this is what they did to the dogs. Them puppies were nowhere near. They just outside in the parking lot. But that's your experience. But then I'm a Christian. The Bible says what? Lean not to your own what?
Understand.
Oh, okay.
I'm clear pilled.
Okay. But again, all these profound readers don't even read the very book that they always want to quote from. And not understand Bible means book. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Bible means book. So
But you know they come from a special class like Gemini says, so they couldn't read it anyways.
Why you gotta say? I ain't say it like that. I ain't.
Man, you know what? Don't let. Hey, D, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Since I've been on TikTok Live, I've been trying to be low key, bro. I've been trying to be low key. Man, they gonna piss me off one day, and I'm gonna go all in. I'm a really belly one day.
You know what? Don't go all in, bro. Just give them the treatment that they ask.
They deserve. You're right. You're right.
That's it. Give them the treatment that they asking for. Like literally asking for. Because what they don't understand is that every question is not coming from the mouth.
No, because they don't know. Like, if someone ever came for me, they think TikTok Live is their only road. My road is TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and YouTube, where I have reached over tens of thousands, and I wish them all the best of luck. But yeah.
Man, let me play my bro shit. Get up out of here.
Yes, sir.
Already.
I'm invincible, but I still fight doubt. And the only person that's gonna stop me is me. But once I overcame that fight, can't nothing stop me. I can't die. I'm immortal.
Rejected, neglected, I feel disrespected. They told me go left, I didn't learn the right lessons. Been hard on my grizzle, my hustle got deadly. Y'all rap about shit I done murdered already. Ain't changing my image, focused on my vision. Hard-headed, don't listen, fake love, I ain't with it. This path I'm committed, slip up but ain't tripping. My mind always spinning, ain't talking about fidget. Just run me, my digits go broke, I ain't limping. It ain't come to me, so I had to go get it. I came from a city with niggas, it's vicious. The love be fictitious, see hate from a distance. It made me a fighter, got pushed to my limits. I took a few L's and then got so discouraged. With God as my witness, from whence I was forged. No golden gate bridge, but I came back a warrior. I came back immortal, invincible even. My faith is much higher than what you believe in. They wanted me gone on my soul, I ain't leaving. Spoke life into every verse you receiving. My music lives on when my bones turn to dust. There's power in words, so bitch you should hush. My mind overflowing in lyrical floods. Fuck building an art, you gon' need you a sub. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal. Creation, destruction, the cosmos erupting. My mind kicked off track of the train I'm conducting. Came out of the dungeon, stepped into corruption. Don't know who to trust, how the fuck I'ma function. This deity trapped in this skin that I live in. They wanted a king since I fit the description. They tried to dethrone me, but I'm in position. I'll show you the wrath of a god from Olympus. You spoke on my name, bro, I thought we was different. Couldn't tie your own shoes, guess that's why you still tripping. That bitch wasn't loyal, guess karma's your mistress. It's hoes over bros, guess you made your decision. That rat in my family ain't talking about splinter. I hope that you feel every verse I deliver, cause hell done